Well, guys, we have come to an end of a generation. It is time to say goodbye to the Nintendo Switch and hello to the Nintendo Switch 2. Today's date is June 3rd, 2025. We are on the cusp of a new Nintendo Switch console, the Switch 2. And I don't know about you guys, but I am looking forward to it. I think it is a long overdue for a new console. Long overdue. I think we should have got a new console maybe 2 years ago. But that's okay. We're getting it in a couple days. I'm actually getting mine tomorrow. It'll be on the 4th at 10 p.m. At my local Best Buy because they're doing a midnight release. And the midnight release on the West Coast means we get it a little bit early because they technically will launch them at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So that's in North America. But I'm excited because after work, I'll hang out for a little bit, have some dinner, and then head on down to Best Buy and stand in line for my Nintendo Switch 2. But with that being said, guys, it is a bittersweet moment because, like the thumbnail says, Nintendo Switch literally changed my life. It did. And first off, I'd like to dedicate this video to my late father. He passed away just a few months ago in January of this year of 2025. And this video is dedicated to him because we enjoyed Nintendo consoles my entire life. He was the one who bought me my Nintendo Entertainment System back in the late 80s. Brand new in the box, like it just literally came off the store shelves. I mean, it was new. That was the only console out by Nintendo at the time. And he's the one who introduced me to video games. And we were at every Nintendo launch from that day forward. We fell in love with video games, especially with Nintendo IPs, Nintendo consoles, and handhelds. So it is a bittersweet moment for me because he won't be here for the Nintendo Switch 2 to enjoy it with me, play some games together. So this video is dedicated to him. But yeah, so... Anyway, yeah, it's man, the Switch 2, the Switch 1 literally changed my life. It really did. Because before, the Switch came out, I wasn't really playing all that many video games anymore. I mean, we were playing a little bit of Xbox here and there. We'd play like Battlefield multiplayer, like me and my dad would play every once in a while, or I'd play the PlayStation consoles, PS3, PS4. But I didn't play all that much. And like I said, it was a stagnant time for me in gaming. And the Wii U was fun. I liked the Wii U for what it was. A lot of people didn't like it, and there wasn't a lot of support behind the Wii U, but it was still a fun console for what it was. I just didn't play it all that much. Like, I enjoyed playing Wind Waker HD. That was fun to play that, Wind Waker all the way through again. And there was a couple other games that stood out, but for the most part, I wasn't really in the Wii or the Wii U generation. I played Xbox and PlayStation. And there was some great games on those consoles. I just didn't play as much as I do like today. Yeah, so when the Switch was announced, I was intrigued. I was intrigued that we could take a handheld hybrid console on the go and it could play these massive games, because portable gaming before that was, the Vita was, really impressive, but it still was a portable console. It still couldn't play, like your home console games. And the Switch was offering that. And that was a really neat, innovative way to play video games. And, when it was announced, I had my doubts for sure. I definitely had my doubts that it wouldn't perform, like the PS4, Xbox One, and it didn't, but there was some really impressive ports. There really was. Like, Doom 2016 blew me away, and Skyrim, wow, just jaw-dropping that you could play these massive games on Nintendo Switch. And when the Switch came out, I fell in love with Nintendo all over again. And so did my dad. My dad was like really impressed with what the Switch could do, and he was like, Nintendo finally did it. Nintendo finally created something that everybody can enjoy, hardcore gamers and casual gamers and, your young gamers, right? and they created something for everybody, and that was really neat. And that I came up with the idea of, like, you know, I keep seeing all these like YouTubers talking about gaming and stuff, and the Switch was becoming pretty popular with content creators and, you know, alike. And I thought, why not? Why couldn't I start my own YouTube channel? I mean, it's something I've always been passionate about. You know, gaming's always been something I've always wanted to work in, or, you know, I don't know, just one way or another, I wanted to work in gaming, right? And I knew that because of my educational background, that which wasn't possible. I had, you know, plus I had children and stuff, and my direction went, you know, towards like construction and the things that I do today, which I'm proud of for sure. I'm a craftsman at what I do, but this was a way to kind of be involved in the video game landscape. And, you know, this is a hobby, but it's still fun to be a part of this environment. And it really blew up. It really did. I mean, you didn't see anything like it until the Nintendo Switch came along, right? All these influencers on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and I mean, on Twitter or X, whatever, just blew up. I mean, really impressive stuff. And, you know, I started riding the wave. I was like, why not? My first video was Astral Chain in handheld mode, because that was kind of like where my channel began, was like, what can the Switch play in handheld mode? And these massive games were coming out on the Switch, and I'd get the new games that, you know, were that play just fine on Xbox One or a PS4, but will it play on a Switch, you know? And like Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. I mean, that game, yeah, it was a rocky release, but once they updated it, it played pretty good. I mean, I used to play that quite a bit in handheld mode. And Nintendo literally changed the game again. No pun intended, but they literally did. They released a console that changed everything in the gaming landscape. And everybody followed suit. Soon enough, we saw Valve with their Steam Deck, all these PC handhelds. Xbox is talking about releasing their own hybrid, and PlayStation is doing the same. And, well, they're talking about it anyway. We don't know if they're going to or not. Maybe we'll find out here in the next direct that they have. But it's literally life-changing for me. I didn't think that my channel would ever get to 2,500 subscribers, and I'd be making a little bit of money on YouTube. Like, that's wild to me. And, you know, my collection, my video game collection started to grow. I started to find passion again in video games with all these great IPs that were being released on the Switch. You know, like Breath of the Wild literally changed my life. I didn't think I was going to get back into a Zelda game ever again. After Wind Waker HD, I just was like, well, it's kind of a stagnant franchise, you know? It was fun playing all the way through Twilight Princess, and I was like, what are we, you know, where's Zelda's direction going to go? And then Breath of the Wild just blew it out of the water. I mean, I was literally and thoroughly impressed with what Nintendo did with Breath of the Wild. And Mario Odyssey, as you see on screen, they reinvented Mario once again. You know, so like I said, guys, and I keep saying this video, it's Nintendo Switch literally changed my life, and it changed the landscape of gaming going forward. And I have a lot to thank, you know, like a lot of people to thank out there for being supportive in, you know, my journey with YouTube. It's like my wife and my dad and my kids, they've all been really supportive of me doing this. And it brought this really cool, like, passion for gaming once again. And I started to get more creative with my videos, and I started having more of an opinion, just meeting cool people along the way, like Shibby120. Go check him out, guys. He's a great Nintendo Switch channel on YouTube. Tynology Gaming, another great gaming channel on YouTube. So many great influencers I've met along the way, and it just really tickled that creative bone in me. And, you know, I used to film myself in front of the camera when I had like a green screen set up and stuff like that, and I kind of went away from that because I redesigned my game room for a while there. But I'm going to be back on camera again, and I have a new game room, a new studio, and it's going to look really fresh. It's going to look like, you know, dark and moody and with neon lights. It's going to look awesome, and it's almost done. And, you know, I'm going to keep going forward with YouTube. You know, I'm going to make my dad proud because he invested a lot of time and money into helping me build this channel, and he had a lot of faith in me to do something fun and entertaining in video gaming just in general. And I'm so like, yeah, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. And I mean, like, literally developers were reaching out to me, and they still do, so I could play their game and give, you know, my own opinion on it. That's so cool to me. I never thought I would get free games to play to tell you guys what I think about them. You know, it's just, to me, it's such a cool way to enjoy gaming, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds with my channel. And, you know, I love all the comments, even if they're negative, because it helps me grow, you know, and the viewership is only getting bigger, and we're going to be doing a lot of Nintendo Switch 2 content. It's going to be more focused around Switch 2 from here on out. As far as my channel goes, yes, I'll do Xbox and PlayStation every once in a while if there's something worth playing, or if I get like a free game or something. But my channel is still going to be more focused around Nintendo, and especially Nintendo Switch 2. And with the new games coming out, and, you know, doing comparison videos of the older Switch games playing on Switch 2. And I'm excited, guys. And I want to thank everybody out there who has subscribed to my channel, who has left a comment, who has left a like. I really, really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Let's start this next generation going forward with Nintendo Switch 2, and I hope you guys come along with me. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. I'm stoked. I cannot wait to talk to you guys in the comments, and I'm going to be doing a live stream on Twitch finally. So we're going to be doing that on the channel as well. I'm excited, guys. I'm super, super stoked for this next generation. And, you know, yeah, like I said, it's bittersweet, but it's going to be awesome. And I'm looking forward to just moving forward with the next Nintendo console. Let's go. Man, just hours. It's countdown time, baby. Let's go! Nintendo Switch 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Bye.